We were really falling short a little bit in some of our staffing dollars. And so BCBSM really came in and provided the support needed to elevate a part-time position to a full-time position. And that's been critical. Yeah, Lighthouse's Runaway and Homeless Youth programs really span a continuum of support. Kind of the heart of our services is what we call the sanctuary. It's a 24-hour residential care facility. Essentially, it's a shelter program for youth who are experiencing family crisis, maybe experiencing housing instability. So it's really a crisis intervention program for youth. Typically, up to 3 weeks at a time, youth will stay in the program while they're really working on family reunification. And it's really an intervention before the child welfare system would get involved. We also offer longer term supports. We know that 3 weeks is often not enough time to resolve a housing crisis. And so we offer longer term supports as well for 16 and 17-year-old young people. Between those two programs, we serve about 95 youth a year will come through our doors just for kind of shelter services. The Lighthouse really applied for BCBSM funding to expand our counseling services. Really, we see so much change happen within the family unit with intensive family counseling. Family counseling is optional for the services we do provide, but it's kind of baked into our program model, particularly within our short-term crisis intervention program. When a young person runs away from home, gets kicked out of their home, there's really some intense work that needs to happen with that young person, their family, to come back to a point of resolution and work toward reunification. And that counselor is able to help provide individual sessions, group sessions, family sessions, and provide that young person and their family with some tools to go back home and really work on long-term stability. So that's really where we honed in on an additional funding request for BCBSM. Youth who are experiencing homelessness are often kind of a hidden population of young people. They're not typically the first group you think of when someone says homelessness. You don't picture that 16-year-old who ran away from home, or that 22-year-old who's kind of bouncing around. And so having really good staff, having really good programs for young people is absolutely critical. And so this funding is just really supporting that. It's supporting us in being able to offer competitive wages for good counselors. It's supporting us in having the appropriate amount of staff on board to be able to really manage some pretty difficult situations that young people come in with. As cliche as it sounds, I mean, that's really our future, and that's really putting the amount of time and investment into their future, into their healthy development is absolutely critical and extremely rewarding.